All right, Sean, here we go.
It looked like a little some extra, like, hey, let's make sure we're on point. We say stop. When I say stop, it's gonna stop. Like,
look, when you got these two guys this big in the center of a raised stage, and you got a lot of computer equipment around the sides of the edges, you got to be careful, all right?
That's right.
Now, we were talking earlier, Sean, about how this is an interesting match because both these guys have a very similar body type, and oftentimes, even though they go against people similar weight, they might be longer and more lanky and difficult to deal with, but they kind of have to deal with that in each other. They're almost mirror images here.
Yeah, you're right. Both have like very long reach.
Oh, and a guard pull right into an arm lock, it looked like there for a minute from Felipe. But look at that double under defense from Achilles.
Yeah, flying arm lock attempt that initially started out looking kind of good, but then Achilles slipped his head and ended up with nothing there to Felipe Costa, but now he settled back into an open guard.
Achilles looking to recenter here. Now, what do you think is the key to victory against someone like Achilles, who is so explosive? Although, as I say that, he's coming up to the back. Felipe coming up, looking like he's trying to finish this takedown here. Achilles really scrambling, almost entering into a throw of his own.
Yeah, Felipe should take the front. He's taking the back, trying to lift. You got to be cautious here of getting tossed, elevated if they go down. Sort of leg entries, like double trouble entries, double trouble rolls, like Uchimadas. Felipe's going to stay on the back side. He's going to have to come around that back corner.
Oh, wow. That was a very interesting transition. It almost looked like Felipe found himself right in side control. Achilles almost put his leg in front like he was going to attack the arm himself, and it almost kind of just caused a reset in the position altogether.
Yeah, he tried a flying arm lock there. And look at that. He's already up.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, look at this, though. He has the arm inside. It's hard to see from this
angle.
It's
an omoplata coming, but
I see.
Achilles either going to walk around or try to forward. I don't know if he's going to forward roll out of this, but it looks right now he's just going to stack up and yank his arm out. If knees come over chest, then it's trouble for the omoplata, especially if you stay square.
No, it's really impressive to see, like, Felipe's his dexterity in his guard, especially at this weight class, is not always something that's super common. And I think it's serving him really well, where he can actually threaten those sort of omoplata positions in a way that a lot of times the guys in this weight class are not quite able to do.
Yeah, I think this is the way that, Felipe gets to the back from his guard, typically, either through sweeping or through wrestle-ups. He creates these opportunities from his guard, and then will... Whoa!
Achilles tries to jump over the top there. Kind of misses the mark, but that is classic Achilles Rocha style. Yeah. That's what we've been talking about.
Flying triangle over the guard.
You can never rest when you're fighting this guy, Sean, okay? You can't take a breath.
Right. No, Felipe did a great job of just letting go of the wrist and not holding on. Because in that scenario, if he would have held on to that arm, he would have almost put himself into the flying triangle. He just let go and withdrew his elbow. It was really smart.
Yeah. Nowhere is safe with Achilles Rocha, but as I say that, I think smart strategy. Felipe is looking to pull a close guard and slow him down if he can, but beautiful jump over there from Achilles, and now has a seatbelt grip.
He's trying to get, overcommitted that, but onto the single. He's going to need to clear his left arm all the way down through the hip unless he's going to try to jump over, but he didn't have the leg position, And this is where Felipe is strong, right? Felipe strong on the back. Let's see if he can secure this or break Achilles down. It's a power half. He's strong from here. This is where one of his strong suits we were talking about earlier is. Nice, yeah.
Look at that defense, though, from Rocha. I'm telling you, you can never rest with this kid. There's nowhere safe, not even fully on the back. That's crazy. And Felipe's one of his best positions, as you've been saying. That really says a lot about the match right there. Now, it's not to say Achilles is out of trouble by any means, because clearly, he's been trailing a little bit. He's been in some trouble. But to escape Felipe's best position like that with relative ease, it says a lot about his level in this matchup. Stands up with Costa in the close guard here. Might try to punch that hand in front, threaten that choke.
But
and that's a lot of weight to hold up in a body triangle close guard right there. These guys are, I believe both of them are over 205 and in the 205 to 220 range.
Leg lock entry coming, but too shallow. Tries the other side.
Got a little bite for a moment. Felipe is able to spin out, create some space, enters right back in. But look at Achilles going for to bring this leg over into 50-50, brings it across the body.
Deep 50-50 position. So.
And this has been a position, Sean, we've seen Felipe have trouble with in the past.
Yes.
You know, it's not his most proficient position. So if you're Rocha coming in, do you think that'd be part of your strategy?
Yeah, I mean, it could have been. He dealt with it really nicely there. He did Felipe. And then back to the omoplata. Achilles has done really well just to do this. Either get out and circle out or just pull the hips out. And now it ends up cross-side, actually. Very nice. So defended the omoplata and ended up cross-side off the turtle recovery.
This is a very significant shift here in the wave of the match, particularly because the only other dominant position was the back, right? And then they've had a couple submission attempts. And look at this, he's stepping over the top. It looked like he was almost going to be looking for a triangle and now shoves Felipe to his back. We might hear another judge's favor here in a moment as well.
Trying to punch through triangle here.
Felipe trying to start to create some space.
Blue.
So the judge's favor is shifted over to Achilles. So we're just about 1-1. And as a reminder, it's not an official scoreboard, but it lets you know where the judges' minds are at. Anything could happen in the next 2.5 minutes. And, you know, coming out of that Sean Ribeiro 6 Blades camp, we know the closed guard is a big part of their game. We've seen Felipe finish this from this position many times. He comes off to the side as a side guard that's very strong from their team. A lot of these, you know, arm locks here can be very, very effective. And I think, you know, as we're saying this, I was thinking we were going to see Achilles probably try to stand up and create some space because he's done better in the positions with a lot of space. And look at this, might have a position on the leg. Is there a knee bar coming here, Sean?
Yeah, he's trying to suck up both legs here. Needs both legs because now he's starting to get himself into a little trouble. If Felipe can get the pummel, use his right foot to help the left foot. He did very nicely, and now...
Yeah, his left foot's on the outside rather than on the inside, so that's what's saving him here. And this is in trouble now.
He's got a possible Katakatame. He's got a good left underhook. He should just keep making that deeper and deeper. And now he can pass here pretty easily, like to the side of the mount. He had a good position.
Oh, look at the backward roll from Rocha, but not enough. He is in danger here now. Oh, that was a pretty tight squeeze from Costa.
Yeah, just on, I think it was just a little bit too high.
Man, just 1 minute left here, Sean. This is a really tough position to be in for Rocha. He just got the judge's decision. Now Felipe's on his back, and Felipe's got a body triangle here as well, really tight.
Yeah, he's got that arm in, rear naked, and this is good if this is a great setup for just a rear naked strangle. I mean, you can strangle from there for sure. But you can also shift to a rear naked if Achilles puts that right elbow down towards his hip if he felt like he was getting put out with that head arm strangle, that rear head arm. There it is. There he's trying to switch it into a rear naked. It's a good entry for that.
Who's just trying to build up here onto both of his knees, but man, Felipe's got such a tight body triangle here and a lot of weight coming down in just 20 seconds. That's a very, very tough ask when you're in this bottom position here to start to make any sort of progress. Because even if he doesn't get the finish, even though there was, you know, one judge's call in either direction throughout the match, if you're finishing here in a dominant position like that, that is really important in the eyes of the judges.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's been very dominant this last couple minutes here.
Well, this match is going to come to an end. We are certainly going to see a judge's decision here in just a moment. And like we said, you know, the match was fairly even up until those last minute and a half, 2 minutes or so. We saw a lot of good action from both of these guys. We definitely, I think we got what we expected, right? We got a lot of action from these guys, some big movement from Rocha, a couple back takes from Felipe Costa. Like you mentioned earlier, Sean, that's a lot of his go-to. Wrestled up here.
Yeah, he tried to lift from behind, had a little difficulty. Achilles almost cleared him out. Achilles, eventually, I think, yeah, they started. There's that flying triangle attempt. And, you know, Felipe was wise to that. Just pulled his elbow back. And there was Achilles just staying on the leg too long, got himself in a bit of trouble there, staying on the legs with an underhook. Felipe was able to eventually get the back.
Yeah, once he had that body triangle on too, because Rocha is so good at squirming and twisting out of those positions. And once he got that body triangle, I think that really sunk in for that last minute to be really dominant for Felipe Costa. And we're going to get the official decision here, though, in just a moment and see who's moving on in this bracket.
After 9 minutes of hard-fought action, our judges have rendered a decision. Moving on to the semifinals of our open weight Grand Prix, out of the red corner, Felipe Costa!
Felipe Costa takes the victory here in the opening round of this bracket against Achilles Rocha. Strong match for him there, great match from Rocha as well.